Italian prosecutors have opened an inquiry into how a coach carrying a party of tourists came to plunge down a ravine, killing 38 people. Reports suggest the coach was travelling at speed and hit several cars before crashing through a barrier off a viaduct near Naples. Be warned, Kylie Morris's report does contain some distressing images.
It was a deadly fall at speed in darkness. Of the 50 on board, only 11 survived to be pulled from the wreckage by rescue crews. It's as though the coach exploded on impact, the detritus of 38 people's lives scattered at the bottom of the ravine.
It really is a moment of great pain for all of the country, and also comes so closely after the incident in Santiago, another tragic event. We pray for the Lord's comfort.
Those on board had been on a 3-day tour through the southern region of Campania and were on their way home to a small town near Naples. After beginning the day in the spa resort town of Telese Terme, their coach ran into difficulties on the A16 superhighway near the town of Avellino. As it approached the curve onto the viaduct, it hit a number of cars before plunging off the road and falling 30 metres into a ravine. There are indications the coach was in difficulty more than a kilometre before it crashed, when passing this sign warning vehicles to travel slowly. Investigators say marks along the concrete fence showed contact with the coach before it finally broke through the barrier and came off the viaduct. The driver was killed in the crash. Eyewitnesses spoke of the bus careening out of control into slow-moving traffic on the viaduct before breaking through the barrier. Italian newspapers report that a part of the bus's transmission was found on the road a kilometre before the accident and that the front door had been ripped from its hinges prior to the crash. There were no brake marks on the road leading onto the viaduct, but there's no immediate explanation for what caused the crash. Its fatal outcome the only immutable fact.
At
this stage, I'm not in any position to make or rule out any theory, because all the details are still to be verified. It's impossible to announce the cause of the accident at the moment.
For now, survivors are being treated in a local hospital and a makeshift morgue established in a school where relatives have travelled to identify victims of the crash. Italy has announced a national day of mourning tomorrow to coincide with the burials of those who were killed.